name is Steven Martinez. I'm 14-0 as a pro. Been boxing for Kenny Weldon since I was 9 years old. I think Galena Park Boxing Academy is the best program in the world. If you want to learn how to box, this program is the best.
My name is Alan Bain. I'm currently ranked number 1 in British Columbia, number 2 in Canada. I've trained at many facilities throughout Canada, and now that I am down in Houston, Texas, I'm training at the Galena Park Boxing Academy with Kenny Weldon. It is the best boxing academy that I ever trained at.
Today, from the heart of Southeast Texas at the Galena Park Boxing Academy, Neutral Corner Media presents You Can Learn to Box with world-renowned teacher and trainer Kenny Weldon. Kenny Weldon has been involved in boxing some 33 years. He fought 227 bouts as an amateur with a record of 216-11. Winning 6 Golden Glove titles, Kenny represented the United States 3 times in international competition. In 1968, Kenny turned professional. As a pro, he had a record of 57-1, boasting the Texas State Featherweight title and the North American Junior Lightweight title. As a pro, Kenny was rated in the world's top 10 for several years. Kenny was considered a protege of the late Bill Gore, who trained such fighters as Willie Pep, Joe Brown, Joey Maxium, and Bob Foster. As a trainer, Kenny fired up the Galena Park Boxing Academy and has had immeasurable success. In its 20-year history, the GPBA has produced 51 state champions, 17 national champions, 3 Pan American medalists, and 2 Olympians. Currently, Kenny's 106-pounder Eric Griffin is the world amateur champion in his weight. Kenny served as coach on several international amateur teams representing the United States and was chosen as one of the 4 coaches for the Olympic box-off. As a professional trainer, Kenny has worked the corner in 19 world title fights. Kenny's techniques have been applied in the corners of such great fighters as Wilfred Scipion, Bubba Buscemi, Termite Watkins, James Pitts, and Mike Phelps. Working for 5 years as technique and balance coach for Lou Duva, Kenny worked his magic with Evander Holyfield, Vinny Pazienza, and Mike McCallum. Kenny is currently the chief trainer for the Houston Boxing Association, working such fighters as Orlando Canizales, current IBF World Bantamweight Champion, Todd Foster, 1988 Olympian, Steven Martinez, and Lou Savarese, for a combined record of 87-3. Kenny Weldon is considered by boxing authorities as the best fundamental and technique trainer, as well as the best pad man anywhere in the world today. So, let's go to the Galena Park Boxing Academy and Kenny.
Today we hope to cover a lot of the loosening up exercises and rhythm exercises and type of exercises you need to prepare to work out. And of course we're gonna teach a lot of defense today, along with something that we specialize in here at the Galena Park Boxing Academy, which is reaction punches. We started teaching reaction punches about 15 to 20 years ago, and it is a major part of making a good defense become a good offense as well. So we're gonna try to cover as much of that as we can today. Also, too, I'm going to have some help again today. I'm going to bring up Mr. Mike Phelps, who is currently rated number 3 in the world as a super flyweight. He's been with me a long time, so we're going to bring him up in a little bit. And I want you to understand that what we're teaching today takes conditioning. So, Mike Phelps, if you come on up here, we'll see if we can demonstrate some of this stuff to these people. And hopefully out there you understand that, again, that you need to be in a little bit of condition before you do these things. But I'm going to show them to you in a way that we would show you as if you had come into this gym and you had never boxed before and you were in no kind of condition. So I want to explain that this is the program we follow here in the Galena Park Boxing Academy, and it's been successful through many, many years and produced some of the finest boxers in the world. And they didn't all start out knowing what they know now. They had to start somewhere, and most of them started out of shape. So the thing I want to do first is give you an idea as to how to get ready to participate in a gym workout. And what we do is we warm up as naturally as we possibly can. We don't want you doing a whole bunch of stuff that you might pull a muscle. And I tell you something else, I'm not a strong believer in stretching a boxer. In stretching a boxer, as opposed to stretching another athlete, a lot of times you can do damage to the tendons and the muscles connected to your joints in stretching, in really heavy stretching. So I don't believe in a lot of stretching for boxers. So what we do is we do more or less a natural warm-up first from 12 to 15 minutes of maybe just rolling your arms and turning maybe, and just getting as loose as you can this way. Of course, as you get to be more knowledgeable about boxing, the best way to warm up is shadow boxing, because you're warming up the muscles that you're going to use when you box. But we do minimal stretching through what we call four-phase exercises. And basically that's what we're going to start with here, showing you is four-phase exercises. But you want to keep in mind that these are done after you have loosened up for 15 minutes. And then, so Mike, if you would, let's start off. We're going to give each of these four-phase exercises a name. And we're going to start off, and we're going to call these windmills. And what he's going to do is he's going to spread his feet apart, probably about 4 inches. Each foot goes about 4 inches past his shoulder width, which he ain't real stretched out. He's, say, possibly right here. That's not real stretched out. We're not going to try to stretch out too much, okay? Now, he's going to first put his chin down. He comes in the gym that way, and he leaves the gym that way. Right, Mike?
That's right.
Right, okay. So what he's going to do is start out with his hands on his hips, and his first move is to come over and touch his left toe. His second move is to come up to here. Third move to here. And his fourth move is to hit his stomach with this portion of your hands right here, okay? Let's do one of them. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. Okay, that's 2. Even for a fighter, that's 2. Okay, so what we do is we'll take him, and I'll have him do 10 of these. He'll do them one more time. Just go through about 3 of them. That's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's why they're called four-phase exercises, because you're actually going 1, 2, 3, 1. Go through 4 segments of it. Okay. All right. Then, after we do these, he's going to do what we call sky grabs. Okay. He's going to put his feet together. Now he's going to come down, touch his toes, come up to the middle, and then go above his head with his hands and raise up on his toes. Let's do that again. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and pound. 4, okay? Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2, okay? Okay, the next one would be picking grass, okay? He's going to spread apart a little bit. Now this time he's going to spread a little bit further than he did to start with. Now he was about like this before. Now he's going to stretch a little bit further now. Okay, so those muscles are starting to get loose a little bit now. Okay, now go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 1. Note that he hits on the top again. He's going from here to the middle to the back. Okay, do it again. 1, 2, 3, 1. All right, go through about 3 of them. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. All right. Okay. Now we're going to go from that to what?
Arm jerks.
Arm jerks. Okay. Now, what you want to do is try to face the audience about at this angle so that they can get an idea of what you're doing. Now, what he's going to do now is he's going to tuck his chin, and he's going to get his weight on his right foot, and he's going to push his weight forward and pull it back, rolling his hands this way. He's going to roll them over here, roll the shoulders over, and then roll them back in. And he's going to try to stretch this through here. Push, pull, push, pull. Okay? Go, Mike. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. All right, notice that he's going he's going back and forth from his left foot to his right foot, just like you would if you box, okay? Now let's go through those at the normal speed. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. Okay? So basically, those are your arm jerks. So, what are we going to go to next? Neck rolls. We're going to do 15 neck rolls this way 15 this way, and 15 up and down. Okay, let's do those. 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, go 1, 2, 3, 2. Okay, now go straight up now. 1, 2, 3. All right, good. Okay, so now basically what he's going through at this time, let's go through them one more time so they can see. What'd you do first?
Windmill.
Windmill first. 1, 2, 3, 1. All right. Then he went through what? Sky grabs. Do them 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. Then what? Arm jerks. Picking cotton. Okay. It's picking cotton down here in the south. We're down here in Galena Park, Texas, and we want to be sure to bring that out. 1, 2, 3, 2. Okay. And then what do you go to? Arm jerks, right? All right. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. Okay, good. Then your neck rolls. Okay, each way. Each way. And then we want to go to the bicycle. What he's going to do here is get his hand. Okay, let's see what you do there. You go 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. And he goes through 10 of those, okay? Now, so basically those are real light exercises. We call them 4-phase exercises. And when he finishes those, he's ready to start doing a more strenuous exercise. Now, we do things in sets of 15 and 20. Now, we'll start off with his push-ups, and the way he's going to do his push-ups is on his fingertips. And the purpose in doing them on his fingertips is to strengthen the hands and the fingers and the wrist. So, Mike, if you would, get down here and keep your back straight. Now, he's going to do 3 sets of 15 push-ups. Well, he's actually not going to do that many. He's going to do about 3 of these, but normally he would do 3 sets of 15. A beginner, a guy that's just starting, needs to do 3 sets of 3. Now, what I mean by that, let's do a set of 3, Mike. Okay, go. 1, 2, 3. Stop. Now, if you're a beginner, that's all you're going to do of that. Now, our boxers, each day, they go through 15 of those, but they do it gradually, okay? Now, how we do this, now you're going to go to your next ones, and it's going to be this way, all right, with your thumb straight out, all right? He's going to do 3 of these. Do 3 of them. 1, 2, 3, all right? He would normally do 15 of those, okay? Now, go flat-handed and do 3 of those, all right? 1, 2, 3. Now, what he's done here is he's done 3 sets of push-ups. 1 on your fingertips for your hands and your fingers and your wrist. 1 this way for the muscles coming in here, this way, across this way. And then he done them flat-handed for the muscles going over the top and the back. Okay, so now he's covered all the muscles in the upper body up here by doing that. Now, he's done 3 sets of 15. You may do 3 sets of 3, but whatever you start with, if you do 3 sets of 3, the next day you're going to do 3 sets of 4. The next day you're going to do 3 sets of 5. The next day you're going to do 3 sets of 6 on up to 15. Now, if you find that you just can't possibly do that, you might do 3 sets of 5 2 or 3 days in a row. But basically you're going to go at your own pace, but you're going to do these 3 sets every day. And you're going to try to add 2 each day on these sets of push-ups. Now, there's 3 sets of them. Do them one more to do 1 of each, Mike. Fingertips is 1. Knuckles is the other. Flat-handed is the other way. Okay, now we do 3 sets of 15. That's 45 push-ups we do prior to working out each day. All right, the next thing he's going to do is jackknives. Now, this takes a little bit of rhythm in order to do this. It's hard if you just try to bring your feet up and then bring your hands up. The idea is to bring his hands and his feet up at the same time and touch here in the center and go back down. Now, if he starts his head first, it ain't going to work. Or if he starts his feet first, it ain't going to work. He's got to start his head and feet at the same time in order to touch and get back down, and he wants to try to stay in a rhythm so that it becomes easier. Now, if he goes down flat each time and stays and starts over, it's hard. But if he gets a rhythm going, it becomes easier. So, Mike, let's do 1. All right? Notice he touches his toe. Do 1 more. All right? Now, get a rhythm going of about 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now, that looks very simple because he's had a lot of experience at doing this. But it's really, unless you concentrate on bringing your head and your feet up at the same time, it's not going to be that easy. You'll get to wobbling and everything else. But the most important thing you can do in doing these is if you're going to do 3 the first day, I don't care if you fall over on your face or whatever else you do, you make sure you get 3 of them. If you decide that day you're going to do 4 the next day, you do them whichever way. And just get up to 20, and it don't matter if you're bouncing all over this canvas like a fish, you get 20 of them. You get up to 20. But by the time you get to 20, you ought to have figured this out so that you have it in a good rhythm. Do 5 of them, Mike. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's very good. All right, come on up. All right, so basically now you have your 4-phase exercises, your push-ups, and your jackknives. Okay, now we're going to do some sit-ups, and the way we're going to do it, Mike, sit down. We're going to put his right leg, let's do your left leg first so the audience can see better, okay? You're going to stick his left foot underneath his right knee, all right? Now lay back, Mike. Now, hands locked behind your head, chin down. Now what he's going to do, you'll notice that his left foot is under his right knee. Now he's going to bring his right elbow over and touch his left knee. Okay, come on. We're going to do 15 of these. 1, 2, 3. All right, stop. Now, again, you want to start with 3 of these if you can and add 1 each day. We're going to do 3 sets now. We do 3 sets of 15, but you're going to do 3 the first day, and then you're going to try to add on as we go. Okay, put the other foot under. Okay, this is the second set. He takes his right foot and puts under his left knee, and he's going to bring his left elbow up and touch his right knee. Come on, Mike. That's 1, 2, 3, okay? All right, that's the second set. And the third set is straight out. Now he's going to bring both elbows up and touch both knees. 1, 2, 3. All right, now remember, this is 3 sets. It's 1 set with one leg under the other, another set with the opposite leg under, and the third set straight up and down. Now, again, I advise you, if you're not in good shape, to start with 3 of these and add 1 each day until such time as you get up to 3 sets of 15. Okay? All right, now, turn around this way, Mike, right here. All right, we're going to do, these are called leg pushes. Okay? The idea here is, number 1, to get your ankles together. Get your ankles together. Put your hands on my ankles like this. Make sure your legs are straight. Make sure your arms are straight so that you're not pulling my legs. Now, see, if he's like this, that's wrong. That's very wrong, because then he's going to be trying to use his arms to pull his feet up. I want him to pull his feet up with these muscles down here in his stomach and lower midsection here. That's what I want to try to develop, and his lower back in here. All right, so bring your feet up, Mike. Now, what I'm going to you start from this position, and you're going to do 15 of these, and it's going to go straight down. That's 1. Push them over. 2, 3. Back to the middle. Back to the right. Back to the middle, and back to the left. Just back and forth like that. He's going to do 15 of these. You might want to start with 1 of these or 2 of these. You don't want to start with 15, but you do want to add on each day. Now what this does, this develops this lower torso down in here, and your stomach muscles and your lower back muscles, and it does really good for you. And this is another segment of these exercises. Do not let your feet hit the ground. You want to come down to about that high, and you want to keep your legs straight. Do not let them touch, okay? Get up, Mike. All right, so now what we've gone through thus far are your windmill. Windmill. All right. Then your sky grabs. Then you're picking cotton. Then your arm jerks. Then your neck rolls.
That way.
That way and that way. Okay. Then your push-ups on your fingertips. Push-ups on your knuckles. Push-ups flat-handed. All right. And jackknives. All right, good. Sit-ups with your left leg under. Sit-ups with your right leg under. Sit up straight ahead. All right. Then your leg pushes. Okay. Let's do it this way right here. All right. Here you go. Right here. Going to do 15 of those. Now remember how I told you to do these. Don't try to do them all at one time, okay? Now you do 15 minutes of warm-up before you do this, and then you do these exercises. And once you've done this, you're ready to start your workout. All right, Mike, I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do a thing here to show how to defense each of the punches that we taught in the first tape, okay? In tape one, we demonstrated the technique of throwing each particular punch. In this particular segment, we're going to teach how to defense each of those punches, and also we're going to demonstrate something that I originated about 15 or 20 years ago called reaction punches. Anytime you're watching boxing on TV nowadays, you'll be maybe watching a fight and you hear somebody holler in the corner, react, react, react. Well, that used to be counter, counter, counter. Now it's called react. Counter punching is basically making the guy miss and then hitting him. Reaction punches aren't necessarily making him miss. It's setting yourself up to hit him with a maximum amount of leverage when he does punch at you. So we incorporated this into our training program 10 to 15 years ago, and it's become very popular throughout the world now. So I'm going to show you some defensive maneuvers to get away from particular punches, and then I'm going to show you how to react to particular lead punches. All right, so Mike, first of all, get in your stance. All right, now, how do you defense a left jab? Let's get on this side so that I can throw the jab at you, and I want you to show how you defense it, okay? Okay, a defense for the left jab is pairing it with your right hand, and basically what he's doing, he's not sweeping it, he's actually bringing his hand out about an inch from his chin and opening it and catching it, okay? Like this, right there. That's how you block a left jab, right here, okay? That's a block, okay? If I'm going to throw a straight right, you're either going to block, if it's a straight right, you're either going to block it by knocking it in this way, or you're going to block it by pulling your left hand out. Like if I throw it wide, you're throwing it here. If I throw it straight, you're blocking it inside this way. So basically you have a block for a left jab, and a block for a straight right, and a block for a looping right. Now let's get on this side so they can see the right hand a little bit better when I loop it, what you're doing with it. Okay? Here. Okay, block it when it's straight. Right here. Okay? Now block the jab. Right here. Right here. Now the idea is to block these punches without bringing your hand so far out away from your face that you're getting hit. Now that's how you parry a jab and how you parry a right hand. Okay, now all I want you to do is block these. I don't want you to react to them. I'm going to throw a wide right to your body, and what I want you to do is I just want you to squat and block. I don't want you to turn. I don't want you to do anything. I just want you to block it. You understand? Okay, this is a wide right to his body. Okay, there, and turn around this way, and let's do a left hook to the body. How do you block it? Right there. Right there. Okay, so basically he's got these blocks. He's got a block on a left jab. He's got a block on a straight right. He's got a block on a looping right. He's got a block on a wide right to the body. He's got a block on a left to the body. Okay, so those are blocks. These are basically the way to block individual punches, okay? Blocking a right uppercut is this way. He wants to take his, let's get over here on this side, Mike, so that they can see this. Face the audience a little bit. Blocking a right uppercut is basically just taking your right hand, put this down, taking your right hand and cupping it like this underneath your chin so that when he throws the right uppercut, you're going to be able to block it right there. Okay? Same thing on a left uppercut. To block a left uppercut, it's just go ahead and drop it. It's this way. All right. So now you'll notice that on all these blocks, the hands barely move to the front of the face. They're not reaching this way, and they're not pulling out this way, and they're not dropping. They're just barely reaching to the front of the face. And it's real important that you don't do that, because that's what the other guy does. He feints you into position by doing it. He may act like he's going to hit you, and you reach out to block, and he catches you. But if you always keep this right thumb on your chin as a reminder, and if you always keep this left hand eye level so that you can see it right here, you ain't going to get drawn out like that. Okay, so that is how to block these individual punches. Now I'm going to show you how to react to them. All right, back about 30 years ago, I used to watch Bill Gore take a pair of boxing gloves and turn them around backwards and use them to let the boxer hit the back of him, hit his hand, so that he could study the boxer's technique. Well, that's a long time ago, and since then, you know, over in Mexico, they've come up with the idea of hand pads. They started building pads that you could put on your hands so that the boxers could hit those. But one thing that always stuck in my mind back watching Bill Gore do these things with Manny Gonzalez and Rip Randall and people like that was the fact that it was the best way to study technique devised by any trainer in the world. So what I'd done back about, I guess about 15 years ago when I started really working seriously with boxers is I devised what we call reaction punches. Now, let me explain to you what these are as opposed to counter punching, okay? A counter punch would be this right here. A counter punch would be, say I throw a left hook at Mike, and Mike rocks back and it misses, and he throws a right hand and hits me. A counter punch would be for me to throw a right uppercut and for him to take his right foot out and then hit me with a left hook. Here, that's a counter punch. That's countering a punch. Or for me to throw a left jab and for him to slip it and then throw a wide right to my body. That's a counter punch. Well, I was watching a little bunch of little kids in the gym, and I come up with an idea that in order to make them work harder at getting in position to punch, I've thought of a way that they could do this by reacting to particular punches. Now, what I mean by this is like starting with a, let's say starting with a left jab. Mike, get on this side over here. Starting with a left jab. Instead of standing here and slipping that left jab, throw the jab, and throwing a wide right to the body, which is a counter punch, what I'm going to do is when he starts his left jab, I'm going to turn my right heel out and be in a position to react off of his jab. Now, how I'm going to react is this right here. Right there, the minute he initiates that, I'm turning my heel out and I'm going to block this. And then I'm going to throw my right hand. I'm just following through. I'm turning it out with my heel and then I'm pushing. That's reacting to his left jab. When he throws a straight right hand at me, I'm going to react in this fashion. I'm going, instead of slipping and throwing a hook to the body, which is a counter punch, I'm going to take that away from him and step here and jab him. Now what that is, that's taking away the jab. No, throw the jab first, Mike. That's reacting off of a jab, and this is reacting off of a right hand. Now what that does, it not only makes him miss, it puts me in a position to punch, whereas the other way, I'm not in a position to punch a lot of times. I'm just making him miss and trying to counter the best I can, but this way, I can't miss. Now, especially on wide punches. For instance, if he threw a wide right to my body, now watch my heels down here. Well, let me get on this side, Mike, so that they can watch my heels. If he throws a wide right to my body, instead of jumping back or doing this, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn my right heel out, which puts my weight on my left foot, and keep my elbow down like this right here. I'm going to go just like this, right here. Now, when he throws a wide right to my body, I'm going to catch him. Now, see, if I throw from here, I can't miss him. There's nothing to obstruct anything the path of this punch. And he's got all of his weight on his left foot, and I got all the weight on my left foot. So when I hit him with the left hook now, I'm going to hit him with a maximum amount of leverage with him falling in. Here. Okay, so throw the wide right to my body. Here, boom. All right, throw a left hook to my body. Now watch what I do. I turn this left heel out. Turn. See here? Now see where I take my head to my right foot? My weight is on my right foot. Now see, I can't miss him. All right, throw the wide right. Here, boom. Throw the wide left. Here. Just turn my heel out. Same thing up top. If he throws a left hook to my head, I'm turning here. See where my weight goes? Now watch, here. Same thing on top up here. I just turn toward the punch and get my left hand up and set up everything here and throw here. So what we've got now is we got a left jab right here, boom, a straight right here, a wide right to my body, here and a wide left to my body, or vice versa, I'm sorry. But basically what that is, that's the reaction punches. You got a reaction punch for the jab, the right hand, the wide right to the body, and the wide left to the body. Also, you have reaction punches to uppercuts. If I throw a right uppercut at him, what he's going to do is turn his right heel out and tump this downward this way. Just block it. All right, now you note, in order to throw a right uppercut at him, it exposes the left side of my head. So he's going to react. Okay, now react on this one. All right, now do it on the other side. Turn this left heel out. Then the right, okay, this way and this way. So what he's doing is, instead of trying to just counter, he's putting himself in a position to hit with maximum amount of leverage without getting hit. So I'm going to go through the whole thing here one more time and get him in a way that the audience can see him here. Okay, Mike, throw the left jab and watch what I do. Here, boom. Throw the straight right and watch what I do. Here, okay. I'm going to throw a wide right to your body. I want you to react. See there? Wide left to your body and watch you react. Right there. I'm going to throw a right uppercut and watch you react. Throw a left uppercut and watch you react. All right, so that just about takes out all the punches that a guy wants to throw. So now this means if I come out and I'm fighting a guy and I get in my stance and I throw a left jab and he hits me with the right hand over the top, we call that taking it away, So take this away, Mike. Boom, okay. Now he takes that away. I'm going to think twice before I throw that jab because I'm thinking he's going to hit me with the right hand. I throw a wide right to him here and he hits me. That's taking it away. I may not want to do that again. I throw a left here and he hits me with the right hand, or right up here and he hits me with the left hand, or left here and he hits me, or right uppercut and he hits me, or left uppercut and he hits me. Pretty soon, I'm not going to have confidence in anything I'm throwing at him. So the idea is to play takeaway with reaction punches. Now I know a lot of you guys out there watching TV and watching the fights on TV, you hear somebody over in the corner hollering, react, react, react. That's where that came from. That came from our program here. It came from learning reaction punches from the time that our kids have been this big on up. And I'm going to tell you something. If you know how to react and you stay in a position to react, you're going to win a lot of fights, let me tell you. So now we've done it with him reacting with one punch. Now we're going to do it with him reacting with 4 punches reacting on one punch and throwing 4 punches. Okay, Mike? Let's start first with your right. I'm going to go to your right side. Then I'm going to go to your left side. I'm going to go to your right side and your left side. And then I'm going to throw a right uppercut. And then I'm going to throw a left uppercut. And I want 4 punches off of each one. You got that? Okay. My fault. Here you go. Keep it going. Keep it going. All right, now what I mean by that now, see, is that what you have there is you put it in their mind, they don't want to punch at you because if they do, they're going to get hit. So I hope you learned something from this. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move over to the hand pads, and I'm going to let him really hit them because what we're doing here, we're playing. This is playing, but I'm going to show you how to do it the real way, okay? So Mike, what I want you to do first is get in your stance, get in your rhythm, and let's see your left jab. Good, 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 all right? I want to see a 1, 2, 3. All right, 4. All right, now I'm going to throw a wide right to his body. I want him to react with 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, all right. I'm going to throw a right uppercut, and I want you to react with 1. Left uppercut, react with 1. Okay? I'm going to throw a left hook to your body, and I want 4. All right? A wide right to your body, I want 4. All right, now I'm going to go through all these real quick. Okay, get 4. So my point here is if you're going to throw punches at somebody that is fundamentally sound, you're going to get hit. And if you don't get hit, it's because the other guy don't know what he's doing. All right, one of the most important things to know when you're short like Mike is that a guy's going to be throwing a lot of uppercuts at you and how to react off of them. And the main thing in reacting, say for instance off of an uppercut, is that when you react, you don't raise up when you throw the punch. You want to stay down low with it so that the other guy is eye level with you so that you're definitely going to hit him with it, okay? A right uppercut, okay, load up with this hook, Mike. All right, now you get 4 of them. Now that is something you don't want to do if a guy knows. You don't want to throw uppercuts at this guy, okay? Or a guy like him that is well versed in this. A left uppercut, I want 1. All right, a left uppercut, I want 4. So you can see that the idea is that if a guy's going to throw uppercuts at him, he's going to get hit because he is well versed on these techniques. And these are reaction punches. And I promise you this, you learn these reaction punches if you're a boxer or if you're a coach, you teach these reaction punches, I'll promise you this, you're going to have a hard time getting beat or having your fighter beat because they are going to be well versed in anything the guy throws as to how to react to it. Okay? Well, I appreciate it, Mike. Mike's been with me since he's been a baby, and he's helping us a lot on these clinics. I hope you people out there get an opportunity to watch him fight sometimes, but thanks a lot. We're going to teach you how to cut off the ring here. Now, what's meant by cut off the ring, we're in a square naturally, and when a boxer moves one way or another, you as the opponent are able to keep the boxer in front of you due to the fact that it's a square if you do the right thing. Now, I watch a lot of amateur boxing and a lot of professional boxing, and probably I'd say 90% of your boxers move the same direction all the time. That is a no-no. You need to learn to be a complete boxer. You need to learn to move one way as well as you move the other, and in order to become sufficient at doing that, you need to do many repetitions of rhythm and coordination exercises. Now, why I say that is because it's not natural for a right-handed person with his right foot behind him like this to move to his right without crossing his feet. And it's not natural for a left-handed boxer who would stand this way to move this way without crossing his feet. Well, when you cross your feet, you lose your opponent. He gets a step or so ahead of you. So the idea here is to stay in your rhythm. Now, if you were fortunate enough, I'll say, to have the first series, the first tape in this series, you would understand that this thing of getting in a rhythm is super important, of getting from your left foot to your right foot in a correct stance and eye level. That is super important to cutting off the ring. Now, let's say that me and Mike are boxing each other. Now, I know in my mind that there is a possibility that he's not going to be able to move this way because he's right-handed, and I know most right-handers can't move that way. So, but I'm not going to go out there and try to exploit it right away. I'm just going to try to see what he can do and what he can't do. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to get in my rhythm. Get in your rhythm, Mike. And if I'm in my rhythm and I go out here and I throw a couple of jabs and I'm moving this way normally like I normally do, and he's moving this way, just go all the way in a circle, throw a jab right here, and we're throwing these punches. Well, that's normal, okay? Now he's very comfortable moving to his right. To my right and to his left, and I'm very comfortable moving this way. But after about a half a round, I'm going to do this right here. I'm going to go ahead and just keep circling. Just keep circling this way. Keep circling. Let's go. Right here. All right. After about a half a round, I'm going to start moving over this way on him, and I'm going to see if he can move that way. Now, what I mean by that is that if he's moving this way, throw your jab, and I'm moving with him, all right, he's going to sooner or later hit these ropes or a corner, and he's going to have to move the other way. Well, I'm going to pay particular attention as to whether or not he can move that way. Let's see if you can move that way. Let's say you can't move that way. Let's see how you would move that way if you can't. Yeah, now see what he's doing with his feet, crossing his feet. Okay, show him the ideal way. Get in your rhythm and move to your right. Move your right foot first and your left foot. There you go. Now he's in a position to punch moving to his right as well as to his left. But now cross your feet over, Mike. Okay, now then, all right, now come here, Mike. All right, now if I'm boxing with him and he crosses his feet over, go ahead and cross your feet. I'm going to rush him and knock him off balance and knock him into the ropes or whatever else I want to do. And guess what? If this is a distance fight, it's a 10-round fight, he's in deep, deep trouble. You know why? I've just found out that he's a half a fighter. He can only move one direction. he can move to his left. He can do everything moving to his left, but if he can't move to his right, he is in deep trouble if I'm smart enough to keep him moving that way. It's going to take everything he had planned out of sequence there. So throw your left jab right here. There you go. And let's say you can move to the right. Let's both of us move. All right, now see here, catch my jab. There you go. There you go. Now move to your left. See here? See? All right, let's do it. Let's do it this way to the audience so that they can. Do it this way so they can watch me from the back moving with you. Let's go to your left first. Let's go here, here, here. Back the other way. Here, 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 here. Now you will note that he hits a corner pretty quick. It only takes about 3 to 4 steps before he's in a corner. Now what we've done here is we have cut the ring off on him and kept in front of him so that he couldn't get a half a step around me. No shape, form, or fashion. Now, if you can't move to your right as well as you move to your left, like I say, you're a half a fighter. I don't care how good an arsenal of punches you got. I don't care how fast you are. I don't care how hard you hit. But if you can't move both ways, you're in deep trouble. You can't cut the other guy off if you can't move both ways. And you can't get away from the other guy if you can't move both ways. So, cutting off the ring is a must in boxing. And I think if you do many repetitions of these kind of rhythm exercises, come here, Mike, one more time, get in your stance, get in your rhythm, and let's throw a left jab here. Here you go, right here. Go all the way around, go all the way around. Go all the way around this way, and all the way around the other way. All the way back around the other way. You get 2 of your boxers, or if you want to box yourself, you get a partner, and y'all can practice going left and right and left and right, just in a circle like that. And many, many repetitions will make for perfection with you. And this will work real good for you. So, I hope this helps you. And at this time, we're going to move right on along. And I hope you paid particular attention to the footwork on this, because that is the key. All right, now that we've done the hand pads, I want to do a couple of advanced techniques. I was showing you the reaction punches a while ago. And then I went on into the hand pads that we've just done, and now I want to show you a couple of advanced techniques and why you shouldn't be throwing straight jabs and straight rights to somebody's body that knows what to do with them, okay? We call this pendulum blocking. I came up with that name because I couldn't think of anything else. It's not a counter punch because it's not basically made to make you miss and then counter. This is a contact thing, so we're calling it reaction punches too, but I'm calling it pendulum blocking. So basically what it is if somebody throws a straight jab at your body, don't do anything, Mike, but if I throw a straight jab at his body, which you see boxers do a lot, they'll be moving around out here and they'll reach in here and throw that straight jab to the guy's body. That is an extremely dangerous punch if he knows how to pendulum block and react off of it. Now what I want you to do, Mike, is I want you to take, when I throw that jab, as you see me start that jab toward you, I want you to take your right heel and turn it out and your chin behind your shoulder just like this. This is what I want. This is the movement I want. Just like throwing a right hand, only you're turning it downward and getting your elbow up. Right here, right here. Keep that left hand up right here. All right, now I want you to do that right there. Okay, here comes the jab. Right there. Notice that his heel's turning out. Right there. Notice that his elbow is in this position. It's like a pendulum, just like this. Go. Right there. All right, now then I'm going to throw a straight right to your body, and I want you to do it the opposite way. I want you to turn your left heel out, and I want you to turn this down this way, right here, just like this. Shove it straight out, just like this. Ready? Here we go. Right there. All right, now straight jab. Straight right. All right, straight jab. Straight right. Okay, that's called pendulum blocking. You'll note that his chin goes behind his shoulder. All right, now the reaction punch with that. All right, get ready, Mike. I'm gonna throw a straight jab, and I want you to throw the reaction punch to it after you block it. You ready? Here you go. Right here. Boom. Right there. Do it again. Now you'll note where my head's at. Now all he's got to do, he's got his weight on his left foot. All he's got to do is shove that hand upward, and he's got me. Ready? Here we go. Right here. All right. Now straight right. What do? Right there. See his weight on his right foot, and all he's got to do is turn his right heel out. Right there. A right uppercut. Right there. That's the reaction punch. The reaction punch here. Reaction punch here. Right there. And those are pendulum blocks. And note that his chin goes behind his shoulders and his heels turn out. All right? So that's an advanced technique, but it's something that you can add to your arsenal that'll really help you. I hope you enjoyed today's segment of You Can Learn to Box. I think I need to point out to you, though, that these particular techniques take many repetitions. You've heard the old saying, repetition makes for perfection. Well, that is exactly right. If you do these things over and over again and you roll your tape back and go through it 2 or 3 times so that you understand it completely and do many repetitions of it, you will become much better. In order to teach boxing, this is for sure something that you need to do over and over again. So, I hope you learned something from today's segment, and I hope you learned, most importantly, that you can learn to box.
Here